protect something?
Oh, yeah. See, this is a good one because this is for guys, like usually give jokes like this to maybe Bob Goulet, you know, because they didn't have to tell clean jokes because they work for the Hughes organization.
Ah, that's right.
And now they have to be careful because they don't even know who they work for.
Right.
So there's a guy, and he's got a lot of projects. He's building apartments. He's doing all this sort of stuff. And he goes out in the field with a psychologist to find out why some men work so much better than others. And they see one guy is laying bricks, and he's going like this. They said, "What are you making?" What am I making? I'm making $6.73 an hour. That's what I'm making. He says, "You know who's making? The guy who owns this job. He's making." He says, "He's making on me. He's making on my labor. He makes on the cement I'm using, on the sand that comes in. He's making on the plans. He makes on the architect. He's making. That's the guy who's making." See? They go on to another guy. He's laying like this. "What are you making?" He says, "What am I making? I'm making a church, a place of worship where anyone can come and worship as they want, a place of freedom." And they had to fire him because he's supposed to be making a garage.
You're nuts. I remember a long time ago when I haven't heard you talk about this for a long time, and I don't know how long it takes, or if you even want to do it. When we went to Japan once.
With Jack Parr.
With Jack Parr.
It's the only time I ever was there.
Yeah. You told a hysterical story about going to a sumo wrestling demo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure.
Going into the hotel and...
All right, just the way you and I are sitting
right
here. Well, first, let me tell you this. Sometimes when I do it in a saloon, the first time I did it, of course, I didn't know this because it was so long ago. Right. But later on, I always do a thing, when I always say that, I always complain on stage that I'm not sexually fulfilled, that I'm up there working and my wife is home and I haven't seen her for a while, and when I don't have this, when this frustration hits me, I get a pain over the eye, which makes me say, "Whoa, whoa." And I asked the doctor, "Why does it hurt over the eye from no sex?" He says, "The subconscious is embarrassed to put the pain where it should go." Because if you walk around rubbing your forehead, nobody will say anything. So, now, say I've been in a saloon and I've done that and I talk about whoa, and all like that, you know? Or I'll look down and I'll see a woman who's gifted and I'll ask her to stand up and show her. And I don't do the things like Rickles does, you know? He picks on the people. But he's "Hey, did you see that show he did where he was in the nut house? Where they put him in the nut house? His own television show, Sharky?"
No.
It was so wonderful.
I missed that.
That I wonder why they can't do a few more scripts like that because he'd be the hit of the world. Was he dynamite. It's great. I just wanted to say that for a minute before I give him one. I have a friend, Arnie Chernoff, weighs 640 pounds. Now he's down to 420. He's on the liquid protein, which you give a little spread stuff. But his mother's a doctor, and she's got him on it. He says to me, "Hack, I'm 420. You wouldn't recognize me."
420?
I said, "Sure, you got a little scar by your ear over there." Yeah, I think I told you about him later. He's the guy who sat ringside at the Sahara one night, and Rickles walked out and looked at him, and he said, "What do you do?" And Chernoff said, "I'm a jockey. What do you do?"
That's got to cut you.
Yeah.